Yeah, he's texting me, yelling at me already. What's going on, Tim? Saudi, how's it going, man? Dathan, thanks for stopping in, guys. Hopefully it's better this time. So far on my end, it looks decently clear. Bill, what's going on? Doc, Jake, Bob said it looks good on his end. I'm on time, Sam. It's just my internet's so slow that it took that long for you guys to get it to come up for you guys. Can you hear me all right, or should I put my AirPods in? Sean, what's going on? Moody, thanks for stopping in, guys. Appreciate it. I'm hoping for a better live this time than last Friday. Would not said the stream's looking good. No choppiness. So I had the internet people come this week, and I have satellite internet just because it was the best option for us when we moved into this house. And they already have me the highest speed that they can get. So I kind of went over a whole bunch of things with them, and I literally shut everything off that would use any Wi-Fi or internet. Period. So I'm literally putting everything that it has to this. So hopefully it stays nice. Sam says it sounds good so far. Yeah, Dathan, it's you guys' fault, not mine. I was here at 10. Actually, I was trying to get my phone to hook up the other camera, and it wouldn't hook up, as it's like that almost every other time I use Restream. So I got the webcam working right now. I'm just gonna stick with one camera, try not to over overwork it. Moody, I'm gonna be here for. Well, I'm gonna be starting building a house, so I'm probably not gonna be doing streams here like all summer. So I don't really want to up my internet or do any of that just because I'm gonna be moving over. And when I move into the new house, I'll get better internet. Mike's American Flyers here. Thanks for stopping in, Mike. Yeah, Dathan. My wife wasn't very happy the fact that I shut everything off and then left her to do bedtime for the kids. So not only does she not get internet, but she had to put the kids down by herself. Yeah, Jake. Well, you get what you get with me. 1309 was already on the track, so that's what I went with. I just switched over to the military flats. Grande Trains is here. What's going on, man? Hey, Doc, did you see? I'm thinking you probably have it already, but Brady's posted a Reading T1 MTH PS2 on his uh, new this week listings. I'd imagine you probably already have it, but thought I'd swing over, tell you to swing over and take a look. I don't know. I think she is okay with it because this is my sanity. If I don't get to do stuff like this and hang out and talk some crap with you guys, I'm not a very happy person to be around. So, what do you guys think? There's a apparently there's this Pittsburgh S gauge collection something that's coming. That's in Pittsburgh, and they're doing a like full show. I guess it's stuff for sale, layouts, all this. Me and Mike are trying to get Mike's American Flyer to come down so he can hang out with us and we can go to that all together. What do you guys think? Should he make the trip? Matt's O Gauge Trains is here. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. I also switched it up tonight. I know it's called Banquets and Trains, but I went with garage beer. I've been looking at it for a little while. Every time I go in, I'm like one of them people that when you have something, you stick to it. But the garage beer kept catching me, so I picked up a 12-pack of these bad boys, and I feel like I could drink the whole 12-pack and not really going to affect anything. See that? Salty and Dathan said you should come, Mike. Did you guys tune in to Tom and Mike's live last night? We had the first actual camera footage of Salty on. It was a good stream. Esprit hosted by Pittsburgh S Gaugers. I think it would be a good time, Mike. It's are you talking about the beer, Sean or Joe? I only had this my second one. Uh, if I had to compare it with something, I would say it tastes more like Miller Lite, but gives you the aftertaste of Bud Light, if that makes any sense. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured you had it, Doc, because you have, I think, the biggest collection of Reading T1s that any O gauge person has, but I thought I'd at least let you know maybe it would be a unicorn or something. What's everybody got going on this weekend? Anything fun? Any train shows or get togethers? Yeah, Mike, if you can swing it, and I know that's a good haul for you to drive down, but definitely can make it a fun weekend. I wouldn't mind going and checking it out. Jeff's here. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. And so far on my end, it's pretty clear. So I'm hoping she continues to work with us tonight, and we can actually have a good stream. As I say that, it looks like 1309's glitching. Sleep. Salty's catching up on sleep. There you go. Grande's ET44 came. Sam's going to work on the layout. This shows this weekend just odd and ends. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a little break in between all these. Ray's here. If you guys didn't get a chance yet, Ray just posted a video of what is it? Catchies, the bait and hobby shop. They do a lot of odd end custom run stuff. Wow, 3 full tractor trailers, 2 weeks of prep. Jake said he already spent his money for the week or weekend. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot going on. I had to go out to the property yesterday and get some GPS coordinates for the address and all that. So I might. I got. I bought more of those pine trees like I have on my YouTube video from Walmart when they were clearance down after Christmas. I got those all flocked in and stuff for the layout. A little bit bigger. They're like, I think they're like 9 inches tall. So I'm gonna spread them out throughout the layout this week or weekend. Jeff, that's 1309. It's a mallet. I don't know if that's a. I guess that's an H6 is what technically what they call that. I don't know. I'm more of a model train guy, not real trains. I know more once I buy what I like. I look into the history of the actual train. Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Mike's American Flyer, you need to swing over there and subscribe. And also, if you're on Instagram, check him out on Instagram. He posts a lot of awesome reels. He has a really nice layout. Yeah, 1309 gets a little bit of heat from everybody on in the O gauge community, but I'm happy with it. I think it's a nice engine. I think it has a good sound set. And I was down at Mike's the other week. I think we put his Texas on the lines, and I noticed that it had light up gauges inside, and I thought that was so cool. And I realized 1309 has light up gauges too. I had no idea. Jake said New York's like hell. He's never going back. I've only drove through it. I never stopped in. We drove up to Connecticut for my wife's aunt's wedding a couple years ago. Drove up through. Connecticut was cool. I'd like to have somebody on, but I'm afraid to even overload my internet here. It seems like it's working, so I might just kind of do it solo tonight. And if we don't have hookup or hiccups, maybe next week we'll try getting somebody in. Ray, are you doing live tomorrow? Still looking for another either MTH flat or I would like to get a Lionel PS4 flat, but I hate spending like 50 or more on them. So they like don't come up. But I have a old Army helicopter I built. It was like a model kit I built. I want to put it on a flat and add to the military train. But I'm being a budget railroader and wait until I find one on a good price. Jeff asks, what's everybody drinking? He's drinking Miller Lite. I'm drinking garage beer. And it's kind of funny on the can, you know how you turn them around to see like what is all about it. This one says, this is the side of the can where beer brands tell you their story, but we thought you would rather just drink beers with your buddies. Garage beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients. That's it. Keep it light. Cheers. They don't need to tell you anything. They just say drink and have a good time. Jeff or Ray said he's probably going to do it live, so you guys will have to make sure you're paying attention. He's not one that advertises much; he just pops up. I think my track might be dirty. I noticed my engines are starting to kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like a twitch. My consolidation was doing it the last stream. Now my 1309 is starting to do it here. Yeah, Jeff, it's been in the one beer distributor that's close to my house. It's been like inside the door. As soon as you walk in, I kept seeing it, and I've heard a couple people talk about it. So I thought I want to try it. But like I said, I'm not a guy that once I find something I like, I kind of just go with it, and that's usually what I do. I just buy Banquet, but I figure I'd switch it up for this one. And it's not the best, but I mean, gets what you need, I guess. Saudi wants to go to Train Land. I will say 1309's wheels are a little smaller than a lot of my steam engines, and it doesn't really like going across my crossover. Like the whole time it goes across, you can see it like falling down in there. Ray said he would have hung out with Bill, but he was rushing to get home. John, what's going on? Drinking some whiskey. Nice. You guys wouldn't even understand me if I started drinking whiskey. But we are good for a couple hours here. So there's that. I also found I was at Lowe's the other day picking up stuff for a job. Went down to lighting aisle and they had like almost all their track lighting on clearance. I got a three light track light for $30, normally 140. So I put it up on the side here. It's shining on the layout. That's why the layout looks a little bit brighter tonight than it has been. Is that do they have stocking at Dock? I didn't know if that maybe that's where I heard it from. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, it was like I said, it's not true to what the real one is, I guess. But to me, it was just one I wanted because it was the first steam engine I ran behind with the family and stuff. So it was kind of I don't see Lionel ever doing it again. So I thought I'm gonna buy it. Why they did it. It has a nice sound set to it. I think it sounds pretty good. So, Jake, what did you buy? You spent all your money. You never said what you got. Does Train World, like, do they, if you go in and buy? Or is it pretty much like what their prices are or what their prices are? They're not giving deals. Right, Sam? I mean, it's not just Jake. There's, I would say, at least 80% of the O gauge community doesn't like 1309. But like I said, it's good enough for me. When I turn it on, it goes around the track. Looks good. I did see that Western Maryland posted on their, I think it was on Facebook, that that Norfolk Southern engine they bought is like in the final steps of body work and it's going to get painted. Kind of curious to see what the scheme is. Hopefully, it's like a chassis system. Yeah, Jake doesn't own a single Western Maryland engine, and all the engines he owns are gloss. He really likes gloss. I understand that, Bill. I mean, some places kind of can be like that. Guess I should have put something on the inner loop. Figured I'd switch it up tonight and just run that. Yeah, I couldn't get my phone to hook up to it, so I'm using the cheaper webcam. It doesn't seem to be lagging. I think it was shutting everything else off too. Not drawing as much. That's interesting. I didn't know that, dog. I mean, it's like I said, it's not bad. I don't. I'm not going to buy it every time now, but it's something a little different. Or if I go to someone's house and they have it, I'm not going to tell them no. Matt asked if anybody's been to Charles Row. I haven't been there, but I did place my pre-order through them. Yeah, I think there's a lot of shops like that, but like as sad as it is in this age, like you think they would try to do better. Because I feel like hobby shops are closing left and right, and you think the ones that are open would try to help and want people to come back. Dathan said he switched over from Train World to Nicholas Smith for pre-orders. Mike's out of here. Thanks for stopping in, Mike. Appreciate it. Have a good night. John. That's true, John. We are running a third rail. It's like I said, it's even I have Pat's custom run 558, and it's not the narrow nose or anything, but it's still I feel like it's as close as what you're gonna get. So sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. Tom, you guys' live last night was great. It's cool seeing Salty as your guest. Huh? Yeah, that's Ray. That's kind of how Brady's is. Everything in his shop, like he has a ton of stuff, but it's always like MSRP. I don't know if he'll wheel and deal. Like his parking lot sales and stuff are usually really good, and he will deal a little bit with you. Chat moved a little bit fast. I'm sorry if I missed your guys' comment here. Yeah, Tom. So far, I'm gonna just stick with the one extra camera, and I shut down like all my other stuff that's on Wi-Fi. Unplugged all my TVs. Seemed to help. Yeah, John. I'm the same boat as you. You got to take the good with the bad and get it and enjoy it. The RF&P is like something that I didn't really look at until I think it was the F-19. Now I started like really looking into it, and when we were at York, Jake got his Burke RF&P Burke MTH Burke, and I may start going down that road name. They have some sharp paint. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I thought I'd throw the military consist together for tonight. Also wanted to get my reefers off. I finally got my Woodside reefer challenge up. Thought it'd be nice to switch out some rolling stock. Yeah, that's how I am, Bill. I don't know a whole lot of it. So who else has train merch? I need some more train shirts. Is he crying? I could hear him. I didn't know if he was screaming from down there or he had water. It's fine. Dawn, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm slowly putting one together. I wouldn't mind getting another one of these airplane flats. I really enjoy them. Mike had Lauren make me the one. I put it on a flat car, and then I just copied what she did. She bought one of the kits from PGH Train Fanatic. I just copied it and made it out of balsa wood. I'll probably do that for the next one. It is nice actually having some light on the layout that you can actually see what's going on. I don't really want to have the overhead lights on all the time. Did you guys happen to see? I might get heat from this because fantasy guy, but did you happen to see Broadway Limited's release of the Big Boys? I happened to run past one yesterday. I think it was today actually. That was the navy paint, and if they did that, I'd probably get it. It looks cool. It's like all the navy blue up on the top, but all the wheels and stuff are white, like a satin white. Looks pretty cool. Lou, what's going on, man? So on 30, that what is that? O gauge on HO track, basically. John, them. I think the I think the silver plane is the one that Mike and Lauren got me. Uh, I think he said it was a K line plane, but the darker green one, when it comes into the picture, that's actually one from Hobby Lobby. It's just a 1/48 scale together model kit, but I think it's actually like K-line's old molding because they're almost exactly the same. This one, it'll be coming into frame now. It basically just didn't put the kit together, just glued the stuff to wood to hold it. My favorite engine. Yeah, Lou, I'm with you. I enjoy the fantasy stuff. I do it for fun, so I don't need it to be true. If it looks cool and stands out, I'm all about it. I like the fantasy stuff. Lou just got his ET44. They Lionel definitely did. Looks like they did an awesome job with that engine from the videos I've saw. I'm pretty impressed. Kind of making me regret not ordering one from Atlas. Okay, I actually think there's a on 30 like club by me. It's in Somerset, PA. And I think it's actually the club's both HO, and then they have an on 30 like layout and stuff. I always think about going out and doing it because they have like open houses and stuff, but I just never get out there. Actually, I think Nick might have. I think he did. He did like a video on his YouTube of it's like the Somerset High or Somerset Model something. I forget. Yeah, Saudi, I agree with you. I I was buying some N scale stuff there for a while, I wanted to make I had a mountain stuff made for a Christmas layout. I was gonna just like bring it down during Christmas time and then put it away. And I was uh I was struggling to say the least. Just putting the stuff on the track was a nightmare. And then making like their kits, like the building kits and stuff, just gave you a migraine. It was like too much focus and on such a tiny thing. I made a little Dairy Queen building, had a migraine for like 2 hours after. I'm sure Lou will have it up on a short here soon. So let me ask you this: Do you guys? I know a lot of you guys are kind of like how I do, but do you guys think it's easier to focus on road names and try to like manage just buying for those road names, or do you think it's easier just to buy certain engines that you like? Like for me, I kind of stick with the C&O, B&O, Western Maryland, into the chassis, and then in the CSX, mainly to keep myself from getting too far into it. John said his son repairs Z scale. Yeah, I couldn't do it. That's like that'd be rough. Do you guys think that Lionel will start putting the light up gauges and all that in all their diesels now since they did the ET44s like that? I feel like that's going to end up becoming the standard like whistle steam. See, Saudi focuses on 4. Bill said he buys whatever he likes the colors. I feel like I would just be in trouble if I did that because there would be a lot of things that I buy or want to buy. Where now it's like if Lionel comes out with a catalog and it's nothing that I really model, free. David said he tries to stick with local names. Have UP. Yeah, I'm with you, Dathan. I've seen some UP. I've seen some RJ Coleman up here. I saw UP, BNSF. Joe said he's mainly Pennsylvania Railroad. Dan's Western Pacific, Santa Fe. Bit of both. I collect most roads for Pennsylvania. See, I mean, a lot of you guys seem to be kind of on the same path as what I do. You know, Mike's kind of been doing that too. He's New York Central and Pennsylvania Railroad. I mean, he has his odd and end engines, but Yeah. Another reason why I like to do it is then when I buy rolling stock, which I mean, I know you see all different rolling stock or whatever, but you can kind of run all your rolling stock with whatever engine. Lou says he's trying to get some more iconic trains. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Blue Comet set. Definitely nothing that I would say would fall under my stuff. But they are. It is a cool set. Don says he sticks with Pensy and Penn Central. You know, the Penn Central stuff really. Every time I see it, it stands out to me. It's like I don't know. Penn Central and Conrail stuff always sticks out. Yeah, Joker's done that. I think to all of us. At the beginning of last year, I had one one reefer. Now I have a full train. But now, after being down Mike's when he had all his pup trailers on the layout, I kind of wouldn't mind starting to make a trailer full of pup or a train full of pup trailers because they're pretty cool when you got them all together. Which I think we talked about that on Sam's stream the other night. Chooch, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Lou says every collection needs a big boy. See, to me, the Allegheny's my big boy. I don't really want any UP stuff. Unless they do a big boy, like I said, if they did the Navy version that Broadway Limited did, no gauge, I would possibly go down that road. Train Addict, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Sean, you won't regret it. It's they're they're cool just because you can throw them behind any engine. They look good. Salty said the pups are addicting. Yeah, after I sent that Weaver flat car to Mike with that uh, trailer on it, Brady's had it for really cheap. I sent it to him because it was New York Central, and then after he showed it on his live last night, I was thinking maybe I should have bought it. Look out, boys! Newt's here. Get ready for some memes. Salty says he doesn't have a no gauge big boy. You don't have the Williams? Didn't Williams make a brass big boy? John, do you put a lot of your rolling stock back in the boxes? I have these overhead shelves you can see in the layout camera going up my ceiling. I think I might add 2 or 3 more going up the ceiling just to add a little bit more space. Newt said he's here to spread the love. It's what we're all about here, Newt. Doc said he's more of a passenger runner than a freight runner. So basically, this York, everybody find Reading hoppers and send them to Doc. What trailers, Ray? The like MTH trailer or pup trailers? 'Cause I don't. Them one that pup that Mike got me. Them trailers are nice. Mad Trains is here. Fought himself through a blizzard to get here. What were you down at the club drinking? Lou says he puts his stuff in plastic bins. We have at the top of my steps. There's like buildings around the steps. So I have like two cabinets, probably 12 foot long, that I store all my rolling stock in, which works out pretty nice. I just I put them across the shelf. I put cardboard in, put them across. Just keep like stacking the cardboard so I don't scratch them. John said he has 200 pieces of rolling stock, so I can't. Yeah, yeah, with 200, I'm sure that would be hard. Oh, Newt has a secret train store for Ray to film. Oh, that was past York. Never mind. Don't buy any more hoppers. He has 77 of them. Sam, I told you I wasn't late. It's just how long my stream has to take over the internet. I was actually 9:58. I wasn't late. It just didn't come across on your side until what, 10:02. Mike was trying to rip donuts, and Lauren yelled at him. It's the trains and things. Yeah, nobody knows about that place. Mike, I was late because I was trying to get my phone camera to work, and obviously, like Restream does, it worked the last time. I tried to get it to link in, it wouldn't. So I ended up having to use my webcam. I even had to steal my wife's phone earlier to shut her Wi-Fi off so it didn't screw up the stream. How about it? Just got mean mugged. Did everybody get their Woodside Reefer Challenge out? Or what is that? The 12th or something? He said the cutoff date was. Newt can't. He can't give it away, guys. Then it'll take all the excitement of Ray going and filming it. You have to stay tuned to Ray's YouTube to see what story Newt's telling him. So angry, Mike. He does get asked what the MAD stands for every time we go to a train show. John said he still needs to do his Woodside challenge. He'll get it in at 11:58 on the last day. There you go. Hey, if it's in, it's in. Salty, did you make it down your ladder okay last night? That Menards building that's in the shot right now is the one that has the fork truck that I used in the Woodside video. In the fork truck, the wheels must be bent because every time it goes in and out like 2 inches, and it just turns so slightly to the left. And if you're not paying attention, it gets caught like on the door jamb and it'll stop moving. You'll start hearing the motor kind of like grind. Dathan said he's working on his challenge, finishing his challenge up. Yeah, Newt. See how that goes? Our house is like completely shut off from Wi-Fi. Nobody gets it. It's all mine. Seems like it's working, so I just gotta take all my Wi-Fi and throw it right into my phone or my computer. Sam, when's your next live? I think Sam killed it on the live last Sunday for his first live. I think he did an awesome job. And that's saying something for me. I'm not usually one to give Sam compliments. Yes, that's why it's Mad Trains, because he wasn't allowed to do donuts. Dude, it sounds like you need to buy 3 more. Mike said he'll be back in 10 minutes. He's going to go jump in the shower, which means he's going to shower and then end up falling asleep, and he'll show up at 3 a.m. I will say adding this mini fridge right here is like the best thing I ever did. Newt, we should. Said, Dathan, I would say I'm like 30 feet from or no, it's like 25 feet from my router. But that's what I did. I ran a Ethernet cable straight from the router to the laptop, and it's I tested it a couple times this week, and a lot of guys were saying it was better, but still lagging. So I tried tonight by just unplugging all my TVs and stuff because ChatGPT told me that TVs, even when off, can still use Wi-Fi. So Lauren took over Mike's chat. What are you snacking on? I thought I cut out. Uh I ran an Ethernet cable over to the computer, so seems better. I mean, it's going to come in and out just because I have satellite radio or internet. It doesn't seem to be consistent coming in. There you go, Newt. Lauren said Mike's probably going to make popcorn. Maybe you'll find him on the floor again. Yeah, Dathan, I went out Saturday morning after the last stream because of how mad I was over how the internet was going, and I bought an Ethernet cable and I bought the converter to go USB to Ethernet so I could hook it up to my Mac, and thought it was going to be better, and it's still. I mean, it definitely is better, but it's still not what it needed to be. Dude, I can't invite anybody on. We're look look how good it's going right now. I only had a couple lags. If I invite people in, I'm going to completely shut down. She showed me a picture. Mike was like literally just sleeping on the middle of the floor. Lou, yeah, I could. I just my internet's not. It's not. It's only an issue for this. Like watching Netflix and stuff. It's fine. We're not going to be here much longer, so I'm not looking to spend more money on internet for a couple months. Figured I'd give this a shot tonight, and if it was lagging and being an issue, then my live streams would just be done. The aftertaste in this beer finally went away. See, you want to try one now? You drink 2 or 3 and the aftertaste is gone. Almost like tasting like drinking water. This is called Banquets and Trains, so I need to get back to regular Banquets after this one. Yeah, Doc. I mean, it seriously hasn't been bad. Like once in a while we have a drop, but like I said, it just seems like streaming. We think Restream uses a lot, but like when we watch Netflix and all that, it seems like it works fine. And the way I look at it is, we're going to be building here in the next couple months. I'm not going to have time to do streams or anything anyhow, so keep saving money. Once I get the house built and get the big train room, I'll look into better internet. Train boards here. What's going on, Gary? Thanks for stopping in. He said he found streams require fiber speed. Yeah, that's what I'm finding right now. That's the battle that I've had the last couple weeks. Like I said, I went down to the one camera on the layout instead of having two. Because before I had my GoPro, I had a Hero 8 on the layout, and then I had a webcam, which is what I'm using tonight. And it was okay, the like first couple streams, but now it was like starting to go bad. So we're going back to what I used to do. Are you guys going live tomorrow night? I never know. You guys were doing Saturdays for so long, then you started doing Tuesdays. It's hard to keep track. Ray, did you pay another $1 to have your uh, StreamYard account? Thanks, I appreciate that, Gary. Said they're going to be on live tomorrow night. See, Ray, that's what I'm here for. Oh, he's canceling it. No more having 8 guests on Ray's train stream. Yeah, today was the last day, wasn't it? Because you were going to host my stream. I tell you what, at York, I was like on the fence between these tank cars. It was the 6-pack, and I think it was East Main Trains had the MTH Western Maryland passenger cars, and I kept going back and forth. And Jake kind of told me about these cars, how nice these cars are. And then we went to the club that Thursday night, and he had 2 or 3 of his there. And he showed me, and I bought them, and I'm really happy that I did. I really like these tank flats. That's 100% true. These streams can be a serious handful, especially like the last couple of weeks, how mine have gone. I really was like to the point where I was thinking I'm done. Gary, can we throw in for what engines to run tomorrow? Or are you going to surprise everybody? Tom said he finds the day after is the rough part. Too many beers, huh? Yeah, that's a whole nother thing, Lou. Although I've knock on wood, I haven't had too many issues on the stream. It's usually the day before is when I start having weird things happen. Like this double crossover. If anybody's ever looking at right away industries things, don't buy their switches and crossovers because that seriously has been a headache since I put it in. I mean, I got it cheap enough and I knew it was a temporary layout, but I like constantly got to fix shorts and issues with it. Dude, the amount of stuff that comes with those flats are crazy. Like all the little bags and stuff that are glued on top of the tanks come with them. Gary said they're going to try to surprise. Dr. Glenn wanted the M1. It's a good pick. I don't know how you guys do it. You have so many nice engines. It would be hard to pick which ones to run. I try to switch my stuff up, but it's not as hard because I only have a handful of steam engines. You guys got a full wall of awesome engines. Tom, you working on your layout this weekend? I'm waiting to see water on that thing. Yeah. Yeah, I try to I do the same deal for the most part. Yeah, I think any father son would butt heads over what to run on that collection. Tom said he's going to start cutting 2x4 supports for the second level. Yeah, yeah. The cold makes it miserable to do anything. I put some flock on some cheap trees earlier today, and my fingers were numb doing it outside, spray painting and dropping flock. Matt's back. Thanks for stopping back in. Tom, do you have all the track like for your second level? Or you just gotta get your bench work and then figure out what you're gonna do? Gary's been adding lights. Don't know how you guys get it all done. Yeah, under layout's miserable. My layout's like at knee height because of how the root or the ceiling up here slants. So it's kind of a little bit easier. You can just lay on your back and reach up a little bit, but it's still kind of miserable being under there. Yeah, I think tomorrow and Sunday are supposed to be pretty cold, and then I think it's supposed to start getting a little warmer this week. We got a patio door to put in and siding and stuff to put back on the house that we're working at, so I'm hoping I think Wednesday it's supposed to get up to like 30. So it won't be horrible if that's the case. Matt said his is in the basement with no heat, so it sucks working on in the winter. Need to get yourself one of those propane fireplaces and mount on the wall. Keep your layout warm. Southbound, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Chooch says he just cuts in his basement, plenty of room. Sometimes you gotta watch those. Some of the stuff you cut, dust gets everywhere. Like Tom's layout's huge, so I can understand how you wouldn't want to make a mess downstairs or down in this train room. When I did this up here, I forget. Oh, when I did the diesel maintenance area that I have, I did a lot of the cutting up here, and man, I had dust over everything. All my train stuff needed dust off, and it was a nightmare. But it was the same deal. It was like this time of year last year. Let's see. I didn't tune in the Muffins live. I'll have to watch it back. I'm impressed with the RMT stuff. I know it's kind of hit and miss with everybody, but I got their the PS1 box cars, the Western Maryland custom run that Pat's did. I got the 6-pack, And I mean, the couplers are kind of a hit and miss. I ended up super gluing all mine shut. I don't really use operating couplers anyhow. But other than that, they're nice. I know Mike and Tom both have the wood sides, and I think both of them are extremely happy with them. Matt, talk them into a mini split. Put a mini split down there. Then you'll have AC in the summer and heat in the winter. It's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, Lou. I I haven't had anything like they didn't track bad or nothing. It was just the couplers came undone. So same deal. I glue them and I'm fine with them. The numbers on my Western Maryland, I mean, they were for the most part. You can kind of see like the decal on the number decals. You can kind of see where they're kind of like a water slide. But I mean, you're also getting them for I forget. I think that 6 pack average to be like $26 a car or something. You're not touching any other PS1 box car for that price. I mean, even if you buy it used, you're still probably 30, 35 bucks. Yeah, I agree, Tom. I do think that RMT stuff is above the Menard stuff. Like, I have the Menard, I think they're 14-inch flat cars, and they're not bad, but I think RMTs like trucks and stuff are better than what Menard. Yeah, that's the thing is RMT is they're releasing stuff and then they're adjusting, and like they're listening to the feedback. I haven't got any of their wood sides. I bought Mike a wood side the first time I went down to his layout, just as like a thanks for the invite type gift, and I thought it was nice. He seemed really happy with it too. I wouldn't mind getting the army wood sides to throw in with this consist. Try to talk my wife into getting the Pat's custom run C&O that matches the Mechaberg boxcar, RMT boxcar for Valentine's Day. So we'll see if I get one. I agree, Tom. I think that would be a moneymaker. I think if they could do if they could make flat cars, even if they were close to what Menards were, with just a little bit better truck, they would like run the whole market. Yeah, Menards colors are extremely bright. I bought their Chessie system tank car. And that thing looks like it's like has lights on it. How bright it is. Dawn said it's okay. They're water slides, but yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked like extremely close to mine, but I'm okay with it. I mean, even that, like, if you're thinking about going down like the weathering road of this hobby, I feel like the RMT stuff would be like the perfect stuff to do it. You're not spending $100 a car. Like you could get a decent sized train for $200 worth of rolling stock and weather it. And if the numbers are not perfectly straight and level, throw more grime on it and you wouldn't really see it. Mike said the Menards buildings are nice, rolling stock not so much. Yeah, I agree. I do think their buildings are extremely nice for the price and all the lights and like things they got going on, like the police station and all that. I think it's pretty cool. Peanuts or popcorn? Might as well go popcorn. Yeah, the plug. I've had. I think I bought two of their like wall warts through Menards, and they both like quit working. I started buying off Amazon. I'd have to look, but they make Amazon sells the wall part or whatever. The three wires split off of it, so you can plug three buildings in to one outlet, which works great. I haven't had those blow at all. 100%. Right, Tom. It's like if you want to practice, I feel like that's the rolling stock to practice on. You could do a whole train, and basically, if you spent $200 on RMT, you would be roughly what 12 cars, a 12 car train to weather. It's not a bad thing. Gary's out of here. Thanks for stopping in, Gary. Appreciate it. They're going live tomorrow, so make sure you guys swing in there live. Chooch said he's never had a problem with Menards rolling stock. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's. I haven't really had much problems like the coupler issues that everybody has, but like Doc said, a lot of the stuff is little bit bright. The same deal. You could always weather that stuff too. I don't really have any of that out. I do think RMT, if they were smart, they would release some 3-bay hoppers in the C&O scheme with these Alleghenies being offered. I feel like they could sell a ton of coal hoppers. I think what they just do the four bays. I think. I am. Tom said one of his most complimented weather jobs was a Menards boxcar. I feel like that's the only way you can practice too. Is you got to actually do it on some kind of rolling stock or cheap engine. I'm gonna adventure down that road with Problem Child, third rail T1. A couple more things I want to do to it before, but I'm gonna try doing a weathering on it. I'm gonna go more like. I'm not saying it's gonna look like Norm stuff, but how he does with just like grimy black and stuff. I mean, I know it's not gonna look as nice as his stuff. But I just kind of want to make it look grimed up and used. I don't want it to look like it was rusting away on the tracks. Although maybe I should just make it rusty and put it on the siding. And you'd asked if anybody put pre-orders in or waiting the last minute. I actually was going to put my pre-order in today, and I forgot. Need to do that tomorrow. I should have a big decal put on it. It was weird because at Mike's house, I thought for sure like on 072 it was going to be like no issues. And on his track, the Atlas track has like real small details on the rails, like basically the rail connectors. And the one spot in his turn, the front wheel kept catching and derailing. And that was like, I was thinking, if it's not going to do 072, it's never going to do anything else. Well, then I came home and I messed with it a little bit, and I got it actually running pretty decent around 054. So, put it this way, I'm not extremely happy with it, but I'm committed to it now, so we're going to weather it, and it'll at least look good, or hopefully look good. I was going to order a Blue Nami board for my B&O F3s. They're basically sold out everywhere unless you want to overpay for them off eBay. So I guess they're supposed to come. Another round of boards are supposed to come in like a week or two. Tom said he put his order in for 1604. Still debating Virginian. Seems like we're getting a little bit of glitching. Yeah. Stream still look okay, guys. It looks like I may lag there for a little bit. Atlas did Ray pretty dirty this year. Well, I guess there was only one catalog this year, but the last couple catalogs has hit Ray pretty hard. Tom said he would have got 1601. Yeah, 1601 is cool because of the decal on the front of it. But I get it. You already have the legacy one. I didn't go that route because I would like to get the first run TMCC one just so I had like almost every variance that they did. And I think they only did the TMCC one in 1601. So yeah, the flats are hard. I mean, they're out there if you want to pay. I mean, there's a ton on eBay, but by the time you pay for their price and shipping, you're 70, $80. I'm more of a 50 and under type of guy when it comes to buying rolling stock, especially if it's used. But yeah, I have that helicopter and I'm like dying to put it on a flat. I just need to find one at a decent price. They're kind of, the military consists are cool because it's kind of like the wood side. You can basically put any steam engine on and run. Switch it up a little bit. Yeah, you guys can see there the gauges in 1309 are actually lit, and I had no idea about that until I think it was yesterday. I was up here running it. Me and Finley were up here. I saw it. Yeah, I kind of got lucky there for the last couple catalogs. They didn't have anything I wanted. And then same deal. They had Alleghenies in this one. I wanted a T1. I thought that was what I was getting. They didn't do the Chessie Steam Special, so I was safe from that. I haven't seen any of those like in person, Lou. I mean, when they released them in the email I got, they definitely look cool. That's something I don't have. I don't have any cattle car or anything like that. What was the most expensive one in the set? That was exactly my thing, Tom. Is I feel like they're not going to do them for a good while after this one. So and I said it before. I was like at a spot where I was pretty content with what I had. And this, if Lionel did an Allegheny, the Chessie Steam Special T1, or Yellow Belly, that was like the three that I really want. Froze again. Mike said Tom needs to get a new 1601. He'll take his old one. Tom, Mike wants a friends and family discount. I do. I agree. I think Mike needs a 1601 in gloss. Think how good that would look. You get 1601 in gloss, I'll get 1604 in gloss, and we can double head those. Maybe it won't catch on fire. Speaking of that, I need to order, what is it, the wick, smoke wick, or packing, whatever they call it, for my Allegheny to repack it, since I burned it all out. If I was brave, I would airbrush my front of my boiler on 1309 and under the the firebox area, darken up that light gray. But I don't think I'm brave enough to try weathering a legacy engine. Like I said, send it. Blue said he's on the fence about an Allegheny. It's really pushing. Yeah, Lou, I think you'd be completely fine on those 60, but I get it. It is a ton of money for them. I paid 19 for the Allegheny. Shipping included. Yeah, I agree, Tom. I didn't think it. I mean, no matter what you look at it, it's a lot of money, but it's not really that much higher, like the pre-order price. Uh, they're okay, Mike. The aftertaste is gone now, finally. uh, like I said it before, I would drink it if somebody had it, but I don't know if I'd buy it like again for just myself. But like if we were going to get together or something, it'd be fine. I'm also the guy that goes to Chili's and gets the same thing every time, so I don't like much change. Yeah, Lou. I mean, my track is custom bent, the 054. I I made a template out of plywood and bent to it, but I think on 060 you would be fine without having to take any detail pieces off like I did. But like I said, I get it. That's a lot of money to be pushing the limits of the engine. Can you can't add it like 072 to anywhere in your train room? What's better, Tom? Garage brew or beer? Better than what? Doc said he could eat cheesesteaks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't know if I could do breakfast. I could do lunch and dinner. Chu said he had some engines that cause issues on the 96. That's surprising. James, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Tom, that's kind of what I thought. I don't see the actual running of the engine being any different than the JLC, which was what 2 runs ago. Just the electronics being better. Which I think Mike was pretty impressed with the JLC, especially when the Blue Flames came out of the stack. So, are you guys, Tom? Are you and Mike doing the deal where you're gonna weather what was it? Is I forget what that Pennsylvania engine is that he has. You were gonna weather his engine. He was gonna make you a Polar Express car. Are you guys still doing that, or what's going on? Yeah, flaming smokestack. That's definitely better than Vision Line. That's 100% where I was when I started looking into all the features. It was like that's the Class A. It's like you have to. We at Mike's house when we double headed the Class A's, they were like you couldn't even hear yourself think. That's what it was, the H10. Yeah, I thought you guys were going to flip on a deal. It, James, the trick to the JLC Allegheny is you got to put it in your car in negative-degree weather for like 5 hours and then go to your buddy's house and run it. It'll smoke extremely well for about 2 minutes and then it shoots flames. I'm surprised not too many others have asked Tom about that, or Mike about that Polar Express car. Did you guys see Nick's doing uh, I think it's a legacy big boy giveaway, chances to win. I've been watching it. I might buy a couple tickets. We know I ain't gonna win, but if I win it, I'm gonna sell it. So if I win, you guys are looking for a legacy big boy, I'll hook you up. 7 come 11. What's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, James, it was. I thought I was losing my engine. Apparently, the smoke fluid froze. Are you getting? Are you getting one of the new ones, James? Newt, I have that issue every time. I ended up when he posted it. I followed the post. It's Lionel Legacy Trains for sale by trade, I think. All right, Tom. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Lauren, Lauren said Mike's not on the floor yet. There's still time. Yeah, it was dry as hell, Mike, because you wouldn't share any of your smoke fluid. How was I supposed to put any in there? You're being so stingy with it. The guy, the guy rides with me to York, buys smoke fluid. I take him home, and he wouldn't even share any to put in my engine. I feel like there's going to be a meme coming of Mike getting a second wind. I am getting some cutting in and out here. James said, focusing more on power. We got wind picking up, boys. I might be losing connection here soon. Right, Lou? You think a guy would be nice enough to take him to York and bring him home, and he would share some of his smoke fluid? I don't know how to put her in timeout, Mike. You're lucky I even figured out how to get live. James said he sold most of his freight and freight power off. That's funny, Doc. I would say a CW would be enough to power one. I only used the CW for a little bit. I had a what was it, a Z750? Is that what they are? I had one of those, and I actually had a CW40 out of a starter set and didn't realize it was a 40. That thing was awful. And then I got a CW80, which I still have. Used it for a little bit, but if you can find a Z4000, I highly recommend getting them. I have, because of how the crossover was, I wanted to wire my inner loop and my outer loop on the two different handles, but with the crossover, I couldn't figure out how to do it. That I wouldn't shoot power to both. So I have everything. Actually, everything's on the one side of my Z4000. And I did that reel the other week, well, a couple months ago, I guess. I had, I think, seven legacy engines running on that one loop at one time with smoke fluid or smoke units off, but had no issue. Yeah, my internet seemed to be doing pretty good there for a while, but I can see the clock up at the top of the screen starting to cut in and out. Use separate transformers for each line. 2 CWs. Yeah. I mean, my net layout's not very big. I have a power drop every 4 foot going to the center of my layout to like a bus bar. And then off the bus bar, I go to my Z4000. But like I said, I haven't had an issue running my steamers or even like doing lash ups with my diesels and stuff. Like I've had 4 or 5 diesels run at the same time and no issues. Now, James, you got a lot of nice stuff. Golden Gate, nice. Big Rich, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I figured we'd give it another shot. Rich was one of the guys that would stop by and let me know if my stream was lagging in all my tests this week. I appreciate you guys, when I was doing my tests, stopping in and letting me know. Definitely seems like this is a little bit better. I know I've had some weird glitches here and there, but for the most part, I don't think it's been too bad. I run 5 drops per line. Wow, you have them spread out pretty far, Chooch. You have no like signal drop or nothing? Because your layout's huge. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice car or nice flats. And then I added a little bit of detail to them, but you don't have to. They're nice to begin with. Thanks, James. Do you guys ever use that product that makes you can make your side rods dark? I forget, Mike was telling me he had some. I was thinking about trying it on a couple of mine. I think the uh, Class A, the gloss Class A with darkened side rods would look good. I'll lose you guys for a little bit there. You should try using it, Mike. I want to try it, but that's exactly what it is. I'll start with side rods being dark, and then the next thing you know, I'll be weathering. It's like totally tubular. I do appreciate you guys all sticking around for this nightmare streams the last couple of weeks. Rich, that I did see that GG1 price. I sent that to Mike. That's a heck of a deal. I'm not a GG1 guy, but at that price, it's hard to pass up. Yeah, one step at a time. I started with the tank cars. I weathered them a little bit. That was all just acrylic, like brush paints, but so I looked into can koozies with my logo on them. I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. They're pretty pricey. Dathan, I have a cheap one But I'm gonna buy. I forget who I was talking to. Someone was telling me about buying the airbrush from Harbor Freight and just using a pancake compressor, and they've had good luck with it. So I'm gonna probably buy that. Start using it. Sorry, Newt. I don't. I wouldn't say that it's like something that I don't like. I mean, all trains are cool. It's just I don't know if I would go down the GG1 path or electric engines to begin with. But we never know. If I found one at a deal I couldn't pass up, I might. You have the Harbor Freight one, Rich. I heard it's a pretty good airbrush, to be honest. That's like a whole different skill to get. Where were you looking, Doc? Because I forget the site that I was on, but it was like minimum quality order quality would be, I think 25, and they wanted like $6 a koozie. Yeah, send me the link on Discord. Check it out. I've been trying to kind of like research a little bit before I jump into it with it. I have a older Lionel steam engine, like a conventional engine, that I'm gonna practice on first before I do my T1. But I would like to basically go over it with grimy brown or black. Where am I looking? Making sure that my engine's not derailed over on that corner because it keeps throbbing real bad, like it's catching on something. I told you, Ray. Steam, you gotta watch. Sometimes they like to derail. They're not like diesels. 100 at $2 each. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't, for my train logo, I don't need 100 can koozies. I feel like, what, 20. Oh, where was I looking for the koozies? That makes more sense. That's kind of like, what's the matter? But I forget. It was like can koozies, customkoozies.com. And I looked like two or three different places, but might have been the actual koozies I was looking at was expensive too. But if I could get like an order like 20, I think that would be more than enough. Mike said Lauren can do them. Mike, remind me of that, or I'll try to remember to text you. See like what she could do. I'd much rather pay her to do them than some web. We know if Lauren does them, your decal won't be like that big. She'll make it actually so we can read it. Mike's came out nice. Where's that one? I'm using Jokers, but yeah, Mike's. Lauren did these ones. They turned out really nice. Matter of fact, I'll switch it over. Joker didn't stop in, so he gets demoted. Mike's here. He even fits on it better. See? Oh, nice. Newt was looking at glow in the dark stickers. I do like Doc's idea of the Joker and the tub can koozies for when he comes to the club. I think that would be hilarious if everybody was holding them in their beers. It'd be good stuff. Yeah, Nathan gets it. Yeah, they're the quality, print quality on them are really nice. Like I said, I don't even know if I'd need 20 of them. I feel like even 15 would probably be enough to give away at York. We'll see if I get a raised shirt at York. I'm not holding my breath. I want to, Mike. I still don't. I'm not 100% there, but we'll see. Depends on when I can get all this permit stuff going. Been a long week. All right, Jeff. I appreciate you hanging out with us. So, since we're talking about stickers, I was I guess I was over Christmas. My brother came in, and I was talking to him about it, like how everybody does stickers and stuff, and he's big into stickers as far as just like brands for like whatever cars and bike stuff. And he was saying about building a table, putting stickers on it, and then polyurethaning over them. Made me think that's what I should do with all the train stickers. To make a pub table, put all the train logo stickers in it, and then epoxy over it. And use that when I'm doing streams. That would be like my table for the streams. But I need a lot more stickers, so you guys need to start sending me stickers. Yeah, like I said, Mike, I want to just I'll know in the next couple months for sure if I can or not. Put this way, if I can break ground before then, I probably won't. But if we're still kind of waiting, Rich, did I send you? I think I sent you mine, didn't I? Yeah, Dathan, that's what I originally was thinking about doing. Was doing like a big picture frame with them, but after talking to my brother and stuff, I thought that pub table might be a fun one. Doc, that would be really cool. When I was at Penn College, there was a frat house that had a table built, and they had all like beer caps stacked, like just like in line, and they epoxied over them. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I do think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Like you can buy like the pub table legs and stuff pretty cheap, like on uh, Amazon and stuff. So just get a wood top, make the top the size I need it, and then epoxy all the stickers. I think it'd be kind of cool to have in the train room. Problem is once you epoxy it, that's like the only stickers you're gonna have in there. So I need to make sure I have enough to do the whole table. All right, John, I appreciate you hanging out. Have a good weekend. Do you guys enjoy the layout scene being bright, or do you like it when I have the like night evening run look to it to see the engines and stuff a little bit better? I just figured I'd try it out with this new track lighting. Yeah, I mean, I kind of had that thought too, and I didn't really go deep into the research in it, but I do think they make epoxies like for that kind of stuff. So like I think it might set up faster than the normal epoxy because I mean really you would only need like not even an eighth inch thick to protect them, or even doing you could just do like polyurethane would actually be fine. One might be a little bit too close. Someone keeps focusing. Those are the engine there that I want to try to put a blue Nami board in. They're PS1. Yeah, I could do a test run. I have like 97 more of my stickers. I'll just make a Sedano train sticker table. Like I said, I need a good bit more low or like train page stickers. So if I'm going to do that, I need you guys to all get your stickers made so we can share them at your work. That's a good idea. I like that, Dathan. Maybe I'll make beer coasters for York. Instead of koozies, I'll make beer coasters on my logo. You're on to something. I like that idea. I also have been drinking, so I'm going to take a picture of that so I remember it in the morning. What do you guys think? Should I make beer coasters on my stickers? Yeah, Doc, that's a great idea. Last last York, me and Mike got into the club and I completely forgot my stickers in the truck. I could get like something nice, some oak maybe, plane it down to a quarter-inch thick, put my stickers on it, poly them. Everybody could have Sedano train beer coasters. I like it. Dathan, did you get my sticker? I think I gave you my sticker when we were in the Joker meet up in the Orange Hall before it opened. I think. I could even do a YouTube video on making beer coasters with stickers. Oh, must be nice, Newt. You actually have a big sticker raise. I have this little thing. It's like this big. I can't even tell if it's Ray's trains or Roy's trains. I honestly look forward more to club than actually going to New York. I had a blast last time. You sleeping? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if I have enough to give you now. You gave me the beer coaster idea. probably going to go to probably 12:30 here. And I'm going to sign off. It's been a long week, and we've had some little to no sleep the last couple days. All right, Rich. Appreciate you swinging in while you're at work. Hope it doesn't go too bad for you. Oh, that'd be cool to actually have like an actual patch on instead of the iron. That'd be a nice hat. I looked into the hats on Bonfire for my stuff, and I'm not. I wasn't a fan of the hats that they had. I do have some new designs on my Bonfire for my logo stuff. I put the Sedano Trains Banquet and Trains logo on some shirts and hoodies. So if you guys are looking for merch, send me your stuff too, because I have some more other people's channels. I like to wear them, at least, even if I'm wearing them on the live. It's kind of fun to support the other channels. I think I have mine. I think my Bonfire is on my YouTube, like under the description. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I have it on there, or it's on my Instagram. I do that fancy thing where everybody puts the link up, but I don't know how to do that. So. Yeah, Joker makes so many new shirts every day that it's hard to keep up with it. Newt wants a giant chooch face on his shirt. Yeah, Mike, I'll get you one. Kind of like having the different logo for the lives too. I might get some stickers made for if I do go to York with the Live Yet logo, not just the Sedano Trains logo. I like the Banquet and Trains. I don't know. I think this was I would say this was a successful live the last two or three. That would be gold, Newt. You definitely need to have that shirt made. Wear it around York. All right, hanging out with us. Hope you have a good weekend. Tell you what, I'm gonna go till my timer's at 2.5 hours, so about 2 more minutes here, and then I'm gonna sign off. Don't forget, I think Train Board and Ray. I think Ray said he was going live too, so there'll be 2 more lives tomorrow night to watch. Ray will sue. Yeah, you never know with Ray. Yeah, I agree with Mike. It has to be the one with the Ray in the third 3 rails for Dad's truck. 7-11 said he got the triplex back from Lionel. Had a lot of issues. Some stuff fixed, but some not working with. I wouldn't. I'm kind of surprised that a CW80 wouldn't power just that. But, all right, guys. I do really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and working through these stream issues the last couple streams. But I'm gonna head out. And I'm sure I'll see and talk to you guys in streams tomorrow, and I think Joker's lives again this Sunday. So see you guys in Joker's. All right, man. Till next. I'm thinking next Friday, so we'll try it again. Appreciate it.